Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Cylon from Beth Snoderly. This one's been around for a while, and I don't know, as I was looking, I'm like, oh, I have to do that, because for my fellow sci-fi friends, we just finished watching Caprica, which is a prequel to the reimagined Battlestar Galactica. The older Battlestar Galactica is still the best. But anyway, so I'm like, yep, I gotta do this one. So, oh my goodness. Without the sound effects. Okay. So it's kind of a grid pattern. It's a different kind of grid, more of a reticula, I suppose, but it is I guess we'll call it a diamond grid, sort of. All right, so in your box that you have, we're going to, first off, divide it in half, whichever direction you wish to go. And then, so this part, I mean, it was kind of tricky, but at the same time, try not to worry about where things land. So we're just going to do a bunch of X's. And this is one of those where just draw it the way it's going to be drawn. And we'll come through. Yeah, and that looks like enough room to do a last one. Otherwise, try to get the same angle and then just pick up your pen, like hollow bowing, right? We'd hollow bow under the border. This one will work just fine. Boy, I lucked out. Okay. And then same thing underneath this. At least, you already have some markers to go on, so you don't necessarily have to think too much about it. Now, one thing, well, there goes one. One thing as I was playing with it, well, this is one of those, you just have to not worry about it. Having the X's right, so that way, like, this is gonna end up being a little wonky, but, it doesn't matter. Okay. Next step from here, well, let me just back up from it. This is an interesting way to create, well, it's kind of diamonds and triangles. Although, if you could always put, I mean, if I'm thinking of other tangles, you could always put lines through and then do those X's. That works really well. Okay. Next step on this one is we're going to put seed shapes in the center of the diamonds. And you can have them be as wide as you want. See, here's one, and just, like I said, I'm putting it in and trying not to worry about it. Although, if you do make them wider, that's kind of a nice course correction. Let me put this partial one here and a partial one here. Okay, this will be the test. I'm thinking, yeah, if you do them a little wider, then it kind of makes up for the fact that, well, this one's a little cockeyed. Right, because then you're just tracing over, more or less of the sides than if you do it, on the thinner side. Just a thought. All right. Next, and the next two steps, you could do them in either order. Beth put them all on one box in the step out. I decided to split them up because that's what I like to do. So I'm going to do aura-ing of these triangles. And kind of as you're doing it, you can always be thinking, how am I going to decorate this one? Or, like I am usually doing, making notes of, well, what do I need to course correct first? And then that will determine sometimes how I have decided to decorate. It's a neat pattern. Regardless, and I'm thinking the step before this, you probably could have stopped if you want to, and that makes a nice looking pattern. Here could stop because it's neat, but we'll finish up the pattern with putting just a line. I'm gonna do this step in 2 steps, even though I didn't make it 2 steps. But just a line in the center, and then wherever you wish on that line, we're just gonna put a big dot. And for those that have watched, you know, I'm sure you have the sound effects are going on in your head. I'm doing it. Wow, that's a big one. I'm doing it, trying to do it different than what I have before. And if you've never watched it, I shouldn't be rude and not tell you what it is. So the Cylons were robots. All of this AI stuff, it's like, oh, this is just like Battlestar Galactica. You know, where it's going and stuff, you know, potential outcomes. You could find any potential outcome for stuff that's going on if you watch enough sci-fi, and it's just like, oh, you know, if you commiserate with me on that, let me know in the comments. It's just like, oh no, we've seen this movie before. But anyway, and so this is their eye. They have one eye, and it goes back and forth, you know. So anyway, and it's red. So watch it. Watch the old TV series from the 70s. It's the best. All right. Okay, now we can play and we can shade. And I kind of like as I was playing with it on my version of the step outs, I was kind of liking it. You know, I think I'm gonna mash it up a little bit. Let's see, where did I need to course correct with some line? Maybe there. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. And of course, however you want to play with this is however you want to play with it. I'm going to fill in some of these like this. You know, what's neat is because you have all of these divisions, and I mean, you can just have as much fun with it as you want. All right, and then I'm gonna like checkerboard this. So then I'm gonna do this one up here. Okay, that's gonna be my new. That's gonna be a new technical term, to checkerboard it. All right, and then down here. All right, then just occurred to me, oh, you know, this could be fun. I might as well start right here. I'm gonna do the outside. And I am not worrying about hollowbowing those lines. I mean, you could if you really wanted to, but it's going to be fine without it. And then this one. What I like about doing something like this is it disguises that center line. I mean, this, because it's going through so many other things, it's, you know, it's not necessarily a great disguise, but kinda. All right, and then these last two here. But it does need some contrast. My humble opinion. And so I'm going to do my contrast. Oh, and look at right in the center, because this was what I wanted to course correct right here. There we go. Kind of neat, just outline, and could do that on some things. But I think I'm going to fill these in. Yeah, I'm going to do all of them. I'm like, could just leave it at the center. Sure. All right, well, as I'm filling this in, and if you're tangling along with me, you know, good to have a little finger stretch, especially when you're doing a bunch of lines. I find that I grip the pen. I start getting the death grip again on the pen. Not necessarily pushing it into the tile as much as I once did, but still like holding it on as if it's going to run away. So always good idea when you're doing highly repetitive stuff to take a moment, stretch your fingers, make sure you're breathing nicely. I think I end up like shallow breathing or something. I don't know what it is, because usually, you know, when I'm listening to, and it's usually because I forget to remind when I'm doing classes and things. Except when it's highly repetitive. It's like, how about stretch your fingers for a second and take an eyeball break, look across the room, maybe look up and across the room, or across the room and up, whichever order you want to think about it, and breathe. I was like, oh yeah, gotta breathe. I think it is shallow. I think that's what I do sometimes. I don't know. I don't think about it so much, but oh, that is interesting. I like it. Okay. Oh, and while you're stretching your fingers, if you've enjoyed this one thus far, or wait till afterwards, that's fine too. But I hope you will click on the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave comments. I do my best to try to answer, reply, or something. And I appreciate any and all of those activities, as it helps the algorithms to recommend the channel to other people. All right. I am going to, because I also like this part, I'm going to put some shading under, basically around the this seed shape on the outside. I'm doing one side first, as per normal, because I don't want to turn the tile every 2 seconds. I am so good at misplacing. Oh, here's a better one. Okay. Or the one I was using squished in. I had a nice-ish Tortillion, and it's run away. But I'm just going to carefully, I don't necessarily want to get into the, cross the line with those. Sometimes you just do, and it's all right, right? See, and that's interesting, and I like to do this, do a half or do a portion, and then take a look at it. Because it is kind of neat to just have that the shadow on the bottom, but we're going to put it on both sides because I like that. Then it'll make the whole thing pop out. There's so many options depending on how you decorated it. So many different ways you could add shading. It just depends on what you want to have pop. There we go. And, well, I could turn it either way. No, I like that. It just pops that center part out. Yeah. I mean, and of course, well, I'm debating, but I think I'm going to leave it just because, I mean, because of the name, and it's like, okay, I want to highlight that, but you know, could have fun in these other sections. I'm going to debate it though. Yeah, whether just to leave it or no, I think I'm gonna might stick with I think I am. No, I might. Oh, I am. I know I might. Because you could do inside these with a little bit of shading. I'm gonna leave it for now. So again, hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, feel free to click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and take a look at the description section where you will find links to the step outs. I always do my own version and then link to the creator of the Tangle, so you will see that. And then below that is my link tree. So if you're enjoying this and you want to connect, the link tree has all of my social media. It has links where you can follow my class posts, where I post, when we're having classes. And I do want to make the extra note that while I do have some that are paid, those are generally on Tuesdays. The other day I teach is on Thursdays. That is all free. So I call it Tangle Time. And I do everything I do 2 sessions, an AM and a PM session. And actually, even the paid classes, I do invite you to both. So, I mean, it is the same class. It is the same content. It's just twice the fun if you want to come to both. And it's, like I said, it's a lot of fun. But Tangle Time is free. Also, the third Tuesday of the month is free. So that's the only one on Tuesday that it does not have a charge. But anyway, come and join us for fun. And by us, I mean Tangle Addicts community. We also have a page, it's a group on Facebook. If you'd like to join us, find that link on the link tree, click it, answer the 4 questions, and then as soon as I see it, we'll let you in. So that is what I want to highlight there. And I think that's it. So with that, thank you again so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.